You ever wonder how much utility bills are in the Philippines, specifically Manila? Well, I just got my utility bills in for the month, so let's find out what they are. Maybe you'll be surprised, maybe you'll be shocked as to how much they are, but we'll find out together what the electricity and the water bill is for this month here in Manila, Philippines. Without further ado, let's get this started. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Mateo Family Vibes. We got our new bills in for this month. We got the Meralco bill and the water bill. So let's talk about how much money does it cost for water bill this month and the electric bill this month. So let's go ahead and open up the first one here. First one's gonna be the water bill. Now for the water bill, honestly, I don't expect anything crazy because water here is pretty cheap every month. But we'll take a look and see how much the water bill is here. And I'll also share with you what the actual cost of association dues, so HOA fees. So if you ever wondered how much HOA fees are, I'll let you know in this video as well. And also parking fees if you own a parking spot here in the condo. Now, the parking fees and association fees, I don't pay for. They're actually all included in the monthly rent. So it's not something I have to worry about, but it does come in as a separate bill to the owner of the condo, and then obviously they take care of it. But so for this month coming up, the actual water bill, can you guess how much the water bill is? Let me see if I can show you here without showing any kind of like personal information here. So water bill is 162 pesos and 20 cents. That's it. That is the water bill here for this month. Now, granted, this is a caveat to this though, because this water bill, for some reason, the water bills, at least for here, for this complex, run a month behind. So this is a water bill that covers basically October through November. And that immediately, I kind of know why it's only 152 or 162 pesos and 20 cents, centavos. That's because from October through November, we were in the province. So we were only here for a couple days. So that's why this is so cheap. So that's why that's so cheap this month. But nevertheless, now, and that is typically the water bill, by the way. It could be anywhere from 400 to, I think the most I paid was 620 something pesos a month. So regardless, it's still like stupid cheap, the water bill here, no matter what. And if Manila is like the most expensive city to live in the Philippines, everywhere else is just cheaper than that. So I think water, honestly, is just the cheapest I've ever seen in my life before. But let's get to the other parts of the bill. Now, again, these bills are not paid by me, they're paid by the owner. But it just gives you kind of a reference point as to how much it cost if you were a condo owner and you had, to pay the HOA fees or association dues. So let's get into it. So the association dues for the month are going to be essentially for this specific unit. Different HOA fees depend upon the type of unit that you live in. So a studio unit is not going to pay the same association fees as a 3-bedroom unit. So keep that in mind. Also keep in mind that I live in a 3-bedroom unit, so this is the biggest unit that you could have in this complex. So at most, this is the most that you're going to pay on a monthly HOA. So the HOA fee here is 8,068 pesos and 50 centavos is what you pay for HOA fees. So it can only basically go cheaper from there, okay? Now, if you were to have a parking downstairs, you have to pay for that too. You have to pay a monthly association fee for the parking. And the parking association dues for that is 1,237 pesos, okay? So, yeah, so if you have a car and you got to have a parking space, that's how much you pay for a month parking. So in total, for your HOA fees and your parking fees, if you have parking, it's a total of 9,306 pesos. So that is, you know, if you ever wonder how much the association dues are in a condo, at least a 3-bedroom condo, that's how much they are. It only gets cheaper from there, essentially. If you're in a studio, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, it's going to be much cheaper. So that's the worst that you can get. Now, compare these association dues. Compare this to what you see in America. How much different are those association dues in America? Now, I've seen some association dues in America that are literally just as big as paying a mortgage payment. I'm talking like $700, $800 in HOA fees. I find that absolutely absurd, and there is no way I'll be caught dead paying no association fees of $800, $700, $500. I'm sorry, that's just absurd, and no, there's just no point in paying $800, $700 for some association fees or HOA fees. Absolutely absurd. Now let's get into the big one here, the Meralco bill. That's the electric bill. This is going to be a full month because this is on a regular monthly schedule here. So for this month, the Meralco bill, it's 7,822 pesos for this month, and that is a full month of electric. So this is not, you know, going back to when we were not here. So this is definitely a full month, and yeah. So that's how much it was this month, 7,822. And now that I have the bill here, actually, I could actually see, like, you know, like all the different graphs and kilowatt hours and stuff that I was using. And so we get this graph here, right, that pretty much breaks down like your usage for, and it compares it to last year to this year. And yeah, so 2025, this year, we used only 534 kilowatt hours compared to last year. Last year we used 811 kilowatt hours. That is absolutely absurd. 811. Wow. That's a huge difference year to year. That's for the month of November, by the way. So typically though, when I'm looking at this graph, honestly, like 2025 has been kind of a lower year of usage in kilowatt hours compared to 2024. So take that for what it is. But yeah, big comparison, and yeah, that is our electric bill for this month. Last month it was what, 3,500 and something pesos. This month it's a regular bill, 7,822. Last month obviously kind of didn't count because we weren't here for the full month. We were only here kind of for like 5 days out of that month. So that is our utility bills for this month that we have to pay here living in Metro Manila in a 3-bedroom condo in Mandaluyong. So hopefully this video brought you some insight as to how much actual utility bills cost in the, let's say, most expensive city in the Philippines, which is Metro Manila. It can honestly, should only get cheaper from here. So if you go out to the provinces, you should pay less, unless you're running up your AC like multiple times a day or something like that. But you know, I don't know. Hopefully it brought you some insight. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Do me a favor, please like, share the content, and let me know in the comments below. If you do live in Manila, what is your average monthly bill? Let me know in the comments if you live in the Philippines. Let me know the city, and let me know your average bill or the range that you normally get. And let's compare and let's see what the other areas of the Philippines are charging for a full month of electricity. But as always, guys, stay blessed. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.